This is a video presentation for my online class at Liberty University, OWUSU 631, Foundation of Educational Technology and Online Learning. Today, we will be learning about how portable scanners can be a useful tool for educators. We'll start by how a teacher can use a scanner to design a fill in the blank test. What I'll do is I scan my notes and save them on my computer to design my own practice test. All that I have to do is to block out keywords in my notes to create file in the blank space of notes. I print out with keywords blanked out and test myself over and over again to see if, or to ascertain that in case I hand it over to the students to work on it, they can be really able to do it. So what I do after that is I make sure that if my computer program won't allow me to manipulate a PDF, I simply print it out and use whiteout. I also use my original notes as a key to check out answers. So the third slide is a sample of fill in the blank spaces. What I did here is this is just a sample of filling the blank spaces or filling the blanks. So I have all the black shaded area represent the key concept or the key ideas that I want my students to grab. So I've blanked it and I've provided this paper for students to do it, or for my students to do it. So if the students are able to answer this, I know that they have really mastered a skill or they've mastered a concept or the idea that I want them to have before they move on to the next topic. Next, I'll be showing a video of how to use a portable Magic Wand scanner. So I have my video here. I'll play it so you will know how to use it.
The Viewpoint Magic Wand Scanner can be used on virtually any flat surface. Scan in black and white or color, and choose from 3 resolution settings, now up to 900 dpi. You can also set your magic wand to create either JPEG files, great for images, or PDFs, great for documents. Put your micro SD card in the side of the device. Hold the power scan button for 2 seconds to turn the unit on. Lay on any flat surface and press the power scan button to start scanning. When finished, press the power scan button again to stop scanning. Using your Wi-Fi connection, you can transfer your images wirelessly to your laptop, printer, or mobile device. Now you're ready to print, email, and share your images.
Alright, now that we've all known how to use a portable Magic Wand scanner, we will know how to use it to do the fill in the blank spaces. Next, I will talk about the tale of a 21st century teacher. As a teacher, I love scanners. I love to get my students to work on a computer, either to make a record of it, pass it on to a colleague or parent, or to pop it up on my smartboard. Part of my teaching routine is to go to the staff room and wrangle with massive copier scanner. As you saw in the video or the tutorial of how to use the scanner, it showed you how the scanner was being used to scan pictures and scan some paintings. I can do a painting, or my student can do a painting, and I will scan it and share it with my colleagues, or I can share it with the parents to let them know how their students or how their kids are developing and how they are growing and how creative they are. Secondly, what I will do is part of my teaching routine, as I said earlier on, I go to the staff room and wrangle with the massive copier scanners functions in order to make a PDF overhead. Right now, I can actually use it since most of my teaching materials come in a form of a bound black line master books. Sure, there are overhead options, for example, documents, cameras such as Elmo, but they tend to be expensive, take up valuable desk space, and lack the ability to digital share the document or make it. So what I'll do is on the next slide. I enter my newest toy and salvation, the Viewpoint Magic Wand Scanner. It's a foot long, as you saw it in the video, that runs on the 2 AA batteries and allow me to scan documents by simply passing it over a page. No clunky flatbed, no waiting for it to warm up or messing around with software. Just pass it over and your document and the images, it popped onto a micro SIM card. I see myself spending the day before school starts scanning through all my textbooks and overhead so that they will be ready for my smart board. I see myself passing this around to students so that they can share their work with either on my whiteboard or via my online classroom. I finally have an easy child-proof method of converting written work to digital. Also, I will move on to the next slide to talk about how to use a portable scanner to enhance your report. I use a portable scanner to capture images that I draw by freehand to illustrate any point that I make. I create a piece of art to illustrate a history paper and cite myself as an artist. You can portray your drawing on the smart board and show your students how creative you are. So what I do is I scan this paper, which is the next slide, and that's a sample of what I did. And this is what I was teaching my students. The map that you see here is an African map, and it shows 4 to 5 countries on western part of Africa. What do you see? The striped area is the Ashanti Empire. I was teaching my students about the Ashanti Empire and how they fought before the colonization of Ghana. So they fought and conquered countries on the west, on the east, and on the north. So they conquered countries, some tribes in Burkina Faso, they conquered tribes in Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire, and they also conquered tribes in Togo. And most of the tribes in Ghana at that time, or Gold Coast during that era, as it was called before the name became Ghana. So I teach my students this by drawing my own African map and locating Ghana, Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria. So whilst I've drawn this, I will indicate or cite it here as you see it. It's very small. My handwriting is a little bit small, but I cited here for you to see that I cited it and I drew it myself. So the students will know that I didn't do any copyright or something like that. But what I'm showing to them is my own work that I did that I'm showing to them. So I make a key word here, or the key concept here is Ashanti Empire. So I portray the Ashanti Empire for them to see. The portable scanner can capture any image that I draw by freehand. So I will illustrate it for them to see. So when I do this, it will let the student know how creative I am and how I'm trying to portray the maps to them. So I make students also think and allow them to be creative to also draw their own maps, so I can use the portable scanner to scan it and share it with their family. I'll move on to talk about how to use a scanner to organize research. If you are conducting a research as a student or as an educator and you have loads of published sources to keep track of, a scanner can save your life, or it can save a whole lot of time for you. You can scan pages you need in each book. When you save the files, be sure to use the book's name. Save the scanned pages in a file. As you write a research paper, you will research your files by keyword. So this makes it very easy for you. You've already scanned all the sources that you need for your research. So after you've already found them, you scan them and you save them. Whilst you are saving them, you save them by the book name, so that when you go back and you are searching them, you use the keywords to search for them. And also it saves you time, and you can also source, or you can reference all the articles that you're using, because you already saved them by the book name or the materials that you're using, so you already have their names down. So you just research and use all the documents that you've already kept, and you search for them with keywords, which makes it so easy. So as educators, I know we need scanners and we have to learn how to use scanners, and I know this portable scanner will be a very important tool for us. So thank you, and I hope educators can take key notes of the importance of the scanner and how it can save time and be used for creativity in our classroom. Thank you very much for listening.